Hello there, Pisces. Johnny Alchemy here. Thank you again for joining me on my channel. We're going to be doing your beginning of January 2024 tarot card reading. So I hope everyone has a great start to their year so far. And just a reminder, this is going to be a general reading. So take what resonates, leave what does not. All that good stuff. Everything here is to help you manifest and create the life that you want by using your own power of choice. All that good stuff. Got some major arcana. Cool. Okay, so let's start off talking about anything in the past, long or short term, that you might be leaving behind. First of all, talking about just leaving things behind, we got the Six of Swords. Again, just it's a card of transition. So for some of you, if you've come across any type of situation that caused you a lot of pain or like was just difficult to deal with, I could see that here for some of you. Anything in the past that might have caused you any type of pain, hurt, turmoil, discomfort, all that type of stuff, is basically saying, you know, if you've dealt with that, you were kind of wanted to move on from that and find a better shore, a calmer shore, you know, better situation that was meant for you and not something that was meant to stress you out or to cause you any type of pain. Could be leaving anything, a person, as I said, any type of situation, a job, you know, friend group, doesn't matter, you know, but basically a card of transition. I see here also we got the Queen of Swords. I mean, for me, it tells me just by doing that, you had a certain clarity about it, you know, why you wanted to leave that situation that caused you so much pain, obviously, you know, because it did that. But I think it's the fact of you going through that and being very clear on it and then making that decision, if you will, you know, or if I can see here, maybe like trying to mull it over and just seeing that this really is not what I want to be in anymore. The Knight of Wands right here, followed by some other cards here. I think you may have had some hesitation about moving forward with it for some of you. I see here, you know, especially in the reverse, you know, you may have felt, you know, being pulled in two different directions, you know, the comfort, leaving what is comfortable, but not exactly ideal, if that makes sense, versus moving on to the unknown, which could also be extremely scary. But I have a feeling here that Queen of Swords is the thing that really calls out to me the most when I see this reading for at least the past for you, Pisces, is just the fact of like you've made a decision in your mind at least. You know, you seem very clear, you've thought things through, and it's just about getting the willpower and nerve to make it happen, if that makes sense. As we move on from the past, things that you may have been going on before, we go to the present. And I think here, because we move on from that, as I said, that reversed Knight of Wands, now we got the Knight of Swords in the upright. Love seeing this because it's really saying, you know, like you take the sword that the Queen has and you run with it, you know? I have a feeling like you made the decision just to cut ties with that situation that really stressed you out. You know, this comes right underneath that Six of Swords right here. So it's really saying like you are just leaving, and it could have been very quickly, it could have been very sudden, you know, with the swords, there's quick movement with that as well. So I think really in your present moment, some of you in the beginning of January probably made a very big decision to leave certain situations or people behind. There's two major arcana, which one? I'm going to do this one, the Hermit here in the reversed, you know. So here it's telling me, especially if you left a person, like a significant other or a partner, especially, you know, any situation, but it could cause this type of feeling where you feel like the Hermit, like alone, you know. I have a feeling, since this is in the reverse, you know, not just having that physical sensation of it and the emotional and mental stuff that comes with that, but, you know, maybe it just is not the ideal place for you to be in general, you know. But I think it's the universe, especially being a major arcana for you right here. It's saying, you know, maybe this is a chapter in your life where you have to take it alone, if you will. You have to go through this next part of your story just by yourself, you know. So there I kind of really see that with that Hermit journey, where it's asking you to really dive in deep with yourself, get used to being around your company, you know, enjoying your company, if you will. And by doing so, it's going to unlock and help you rediscover who you are, you know, without that situation being in the way, if that makes sense. And also just realizing, who you are just by yourself at this current moment in your life, in this current chapter where you're at as well. We also got the Hierophant, another major arcana here. Love seeing this. This card has been popping up for a few readings, but really I think this is what it's all about. This comes right underneath that Queen of Swords energy. So really, the Hierophant is the one who communes with God or the heavens or whatever higher power there is, and translates and says and tries to create that here on Earth. And I think that's what pretty much this is all about. This Queen of Swords was right above this Hierophant. So it was saying you had a higher clarity and knowledge to leave a situation behind, and you've made it happen. You made it into your reality. So really, I think this being in the middle of your reading, this is what it's all about. You chose your power of choice. Really, you chose your clarity to empower your power of choice. To make a decision happen. Which, yes, it's good to leave those situations, but as I said, it could be very scary to go into the unknown alone. So it's a double-edged sword. That's how the swords work. But regardless, I'm going to move forward because there's something else here that I want to touch upon. 2 more major arcana. You got lots here, Pisces, in terms of major life lessons. We got the High Priestess right here. Again, it's like that Queen of Swords knowledge, that clarity that you have. And here, by going through that hermit journey, yes, you're free, but also maybe you are free to your own devices, But here is really saying, in the hermit journey, you're going to find something new about yourself. You're going to find certain intuitions, enlightenment of some kind, in the darkness, in the subconscious, in the shadow work that sometimes we have to do, which can only be done alone. So here it's saying, you're going to find extra light in that darkness, because that's what the hermit does. He uses his little lantern that's filled with his truth. And that truth is his light that guides him through the darkness. So as you will be traveling through the unknown and through any fear or whatever, that light will grow even more as you continue to move through it, because you will be learning things along the way as well, mainly about yourself, self-discovery and self-development. I say that even more because we got the Judgment card here in reversed. So really it's telling me, this being reversed and also the Hermit card being reversed is kind of like the universe is trying to call you to make this journey, and it's I can understand where if there is anyone who is resistant to it, who wants to be alone and confused and unknowing, and in the great unknown, I totally get that, but I have a feeling it's for a bigger purpose and a bigger call to bring you into the path where you're meant to be living the life in the most authentic and genuine way possible as well. And also it's just, as you can see here, the people coming out of their graves, it's like you just have to say goodbye to an old life, an old way of living, an old version of yourself, so that you can become and step into who you are now, mostly. So I think here with that Judgment card, especially being underneath that Hermit, it comes from a deeper desire or a deeper calling from the universe, asking you to step up into your own, to step into your own, without any situations, people, whatever it is that may be causing you pain or get in the way and block that. We have the 6 of Cups here as well. Love seeing this because as I said before, with that rebirth in the Judgment card, it's really asking you to, I see it 2 ways. Well, first of all, just the traditional one. There could be love coming into your life, which is something, as I said, if you've left a relationship in the past, there could be new love. Maybe someone you may have known from the past, maybe not. Doesn't matter. But really, it's just saying, this is a cup of sharing love, of sharing joy in a very innocent way, But I feel this in the same way in terms of personal development. If you are going through that hermit journey, it's saying, you're going to be renewed and reborn in love. Just like that Judgment card says, you're going to say goodbye to an old life and you're going to reborn anew like these children are, where they can give each other these cups filled with flowers, all this emotional fulfillment. And by doing so, they do it in just the most pure way like children do. It just comes from their core being, you know, a place of not expecting and not wanting, of just doing and being, you know. So I have a feeling that's kind of what I see here for a lot of you, a big change of rediscovery and getting to know yourself once more. And by doing so, you're going to step so much more into your own and create that reality, that deeper knowing that you have for yourself. So let's pull out some more cards for clarification. More major arcana. Yeah, okay. Yeah, lots of... Okay. Love this. Okay, first of all, sun and the moon. Can't make this stuff up. I love this. So really, it's really asking you, you know, it's like, as I said, you know, you can see a few of the symbology here, you know. The Hierophant is sometimes called the High Priest, you know, sometimes the male counterpart to the High Priestess, which you have both here, you know. So really, as I said, you have the moon, you have the High Priestess, you got the sun, you got the Hierophant, you know. Both are, this is the duality of life, you know. You have the unconscious mind here with deep desires and unlimited potential. You have the conscious mind right here who is doing, acting, and creating. So this is kind of what I have a feeling for you, for some of you Pisces that resonate with this. This is about that process, about working with the bigger forces of life to create a big change of some kind. You know, especially you're talking about sun and the moon, big celestial bodies, you know, but I think in the middle of the sun and moon, as I pulled it out, you had this, the wounded warrior, the 9 of wands right here. And it says, great strength. So I have a feeling here, this is a big healing journey for some of you. As I said, as you're going to delve in, rediscover yourself and get to know yourself much more deeply and intimately as you are in this current moment, you know, you may be healing old wounds. You may be addressing strict boundaries and limiting boundaries or limiting belief systems, you know. And hopefully you will heal from that, where you can move forward in life and just be more open to life's potential, possibilities, opportunities, whatever it is. But for anyone who is looking for healing, I think the universe is really asking for a big overhaul using the big forces of nature, the big forces that come into play in life, you know, that are way beyond us. So I think the universe in a way is conspiring for your healing, conspiring for your good, you know. Seeing the sun and the moon and your wounded warrior right in the middle paints a very particular picture, you know. So let's pull out some more cards and see what else we got. Love that. Honesty, clarity, power. You see, okay, so let me just hit with this one. As I said, Queen of Swords, you had a certain clarity. You know, you have a certain knowing. High Priestess as well. You knew deep down, whether it be on the conscious mind of because of what is going on in your life, or the subconscious mind, where it was just a gut feeling, where those two probably met. Again, that subconscious and conscious, sun and moon. When those two meet, that's when your true intention, your most authentic self, whatever it is, that answer came into. But that was the clarity for some of you. I think this will lead to even more clarity, landing right next to that Hermit, about yourself. Honesty. Love this. You know, again, as I said, you're going to get to know yourself on a much more honest and intimate level, without any other distraction or noise. So I think honesty is really talking about hitting on your most authentic and genuine self, so that you can be your most honest self, unapologetic self, if that makes sense. And finally, power. You know, it's all about getting back into your seat of power, learning how to control and also be in charge of your life once more, to the best of your ability. Of course, there are things beyond our control, but at least you can still feel powerful in acceptance when things don't work out too. So this is really just asking you to, this is the whole process here really is about you regaining a lot of power back into your life, putting a lot more control back into your life as well, where you are in proper attunement and touch with whatever you need to do to make your most authentic dreams happen. Finally, love seeing this. You are the universe. There are some big messages here. The sun, the moon, Hierophant, High Priestess. You are the universe. The dualities of life, and the saying that you are all of it. You know, this is showing the big extremes of life and saying you are part of it and you are all of it. You are the universe. So I think here the universe is really trying to make a soul connection with you, with yourself, you know, healing old wounds and really just trying to get back to oneness and wholeness within yourself, harmony, pretty much. Trying to create harmony within your soul and in your life. So beautiful reading for some of you out there, Pisces. You know, I mean, that I think this is a really wonderful reading in terms of healing if you're looking for that, and to make peace with anything in the past that may have caused you any pain. The universe, I feel like, really is conspiring to bring something great and good and healing into your life right now. So that's kind of what I see for the beginning of January for some of you. So if this reading did resonate, don't forget to hit that like button, leave me a comment. I love hearing comments from y'all. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I want to thank everyone who has. Really appreciate it. I will have more for you in the future, but for now, that's all I got. So I want to say thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.